Hello internet friends, Napyet here. Welcome to this series where I'm going to look at being a bard in Skyrim. I've added two mods that should make this possible. They are Ordinator with its Speechcraft changes and additions, and a mod called Become a Bard. I think these two mods to start are going to give us lots of options for being a bard in Skyrim, combat and playing music, but they add different things, and the two in tandem I think work really well. So that's what I'm going to explore. I do this is not the first series I've done where I explore perks and new mods, and what I tend to do is create a new character, I install the mods, and we look at the character together. Kind of this slow way, rather than giving myself skills. I play the game as if, you know, I haven't got access to the console and cheats and things. I think that gives the best reflection of the mods and what it would be like to apply them to a playthrough. That seems to work for me. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. So the first thing that we need to look at are the changes that Ordinator makes to Speechcraft. And these are primarily important, I think, because they add the ability to use your bard skills outside a kind of roleplay environment. So not just playing songs, you can actually do stuff in combat. So for instance, the first thing that we need, there are three different sections to the speech thing. We're going to explore all of these, but I'll show you these first because these are primarily the important ones. So we need the Performer perk first, which grants the Perform power once a day. Play a song to entertain up to 5 people within 50 feet and collect a donation from each of them based on your speech skill and the amount of gold they are carrying. That's your basic performance roleplay mod with Ordinator. Now, we're not necessarily going to focus on that one because that's where Become a Bard is really important. That gives us lots more performance options. But we need this one in order to unlock things like Serenade. So perform to members of the opposite sex twice as much gold and potentially small items, so we can romance some characters. But this is the combat one, Irresistible Dance, and leads to more. Can perform in combat to force the nearest 2 people within 100 feet to dance spellbound, preventing them from acting and reducing their armor skills by 50 levels. Use again to stop. So that's going to be our thing in combat. And as we go up here, Irresistible Chance now forces Daedra, undead and animals to listen spellbound. Able to perform multiple times without getting tired. That's very, very important. But this one allows us not only to entrance the enemy, but also to start causing damage. So can perform in combat to unleash shockwaves. You play a drum and each drum beat hurts the enemy. This increases the effectiveness. Each beat of Earthquake Drum also briefly reduces magic resistance. The War Drummer, each beat of Earthquake Drum also heals allies. That's really cool. So that's going to be our bard combat skills, and we need to work on those, go up towards them. But obviously, if we get attacked by tons of guys, even if we're entrancing some might get through, and so we're going to need a companion, and I think this is what is going to help us here. So can activate animals to tame them, forcing them to follow you anywhere. You can go fight until you release them. You can have only one wild companion at a time. Use the release companion power to release your wild companion. So my focus in combat is going to be, once I've got the skills, go and get an animal. He's going to distract the enemy while I play my tunes. Maybe we'll get other companions and stuff. That's going to be cool. Once we go up a little bit further in this kind of beast taming tree, Horn of Sovngarde, blow a horn to call the nearest 3 friendly people, if they're not followers, within 200 feet to follow you. That's a really good skill. Gift of Kynareth improves your wild companion, and so different companions have a different boost with this skill. 100 extra attack damage for wolves, spiders gain magic immunity, bears gain 150 points, and so on and so forth. What are the other areas that we're going to explore with Bard? I don't want to spend too much time just describing every single skill, but let's get an idea of where we're going to focus. So basically speech, and I'll talk about this in a moment, but speech is for bartering and selling, isn't it? So you can also bribe guards. This is really cool. Once you become the Dragonborn, you're shouting, restores points of magicka, and this is a tree that makes your shouts, you using your voice, And if you're a bard, obviously you'd have a command of voice and music, so it kind of makes sense that it would affect your shouts. This is a really good side of the tree that you might like to try, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll see. It's a little bit of a side thing to become the Dragonborn, but it depends. And this side is to do with bartering, buying and selling. So buy for less, can sell any type of item to any kind of merchant. This one is buy items for 30% less from a specific merchant, and these are basically kind of like the vanilla stuff with the speech, so helping you with your bartering, buying and selling. Okay, so that's a quick overview of the perk tree in Ordinator that's going to direct what we do in the game. So the first thing we need to do once we go up a level is access this, and we're going to go to Performer as soon as possible. Okay, with that out of the way, so you've got an idea of what our focus is going to be. Specifically, my focus with this character, this is Bardina, and she's a wood elf, and the first thing I feel like I need to do with her is to get her some decent clothes for performing, get her a loot, and also figure out how we're going to level. How we're going to level these skills. Obviously you want to roleplay a bard, so you don't want to spend a lot of time buying and selling stuff to merchants just to up your speech skill. So what I'm hoping is that the bard stuff, as I perform, it's going to allow me to level up, but we'll see. I'm going to say that I'm a patron at a local inn. I did a little bit of research, so we're not running around for too long looking for a loot, and I believe there's one upstairs in the one in Whiterun, the Ballad Mare. So we'll see. If it's not there, I'll go and find one. We need access to the loot to do anything, really. So let's see what we've got so far. This is the Songbook of Skyrim, which I don't think I could use. Yes, I can use it. And this is from Become a Bard. So you have these basic 4 songs that we can use straight away once we've got Become a Bard in there. But Become a Bard adds the ability to have a wearable loot, which adds for immersion and stuff like that. So we're going to go and get that right now. Let's go to the Ballad Mare. We're beginning. I always like the start of these sort of playthroughs where I'm able to really, you know, I like to describe what I'm doing. I like to try and make it not boring. And it's always exciting when you first start. Now, you know, this is what happens when you pay too much attention to guides and things. Because I can't see a flipping loot up here. Unless it's in the corner here. So there's a loot upstairs on the 2nd floor in the Ballad Mare. There is another 2nd floor around here. Sorry about this. I usually try to roleplay a little bit better than this. I don't like going into people's rooms and stuff when I'm trying to do something that's supposed to be immersive. There we go, you see. So our first act is to steal a loot, but hopefully we won't have to. Sorry, I won't do that very often. Sadia,
if it's work,
just imagine you haven't seen me. So now we've got our loot. Oh, I don't really like that hat that you've got on. You know, I've added some other things that I think are quite important, because having your character look the way you want them to look is really important. So I've added different options for like backpacks and stuff, because as you'll see when we try and wear this loot, so right now it's just a loot that doesn't count as apparel or anything we can wear. It's in miscellaneous, so I can try and click that. I can't do anything with it. I can of course play these basic songs from Become a Bard, and it kind of
to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age
unfortunately
is just about
her mouth doesn't move when she so press the power again to stop. Right, this is good because this is the first example of a bug that can potentially happen with the 5 main songs. If you start them, they don't always stop when you press the power straight away. It's a little bit janky. Okay, so we can actually wear this this guitar on our back, which is kind of important. And I think we have to go to a blacksmith to do that. We have to take a lute to a blacksmith. Every time I get this pop-up now, I don't know how you stop it. I just want to see if there's a way for me to do this. Turn off the survival prompt. Survival mode, I've turned it off. But I don't think you can turn off the prompt. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Why would you put a inescapable prompt in the game? Okay, you've added survival mode, but Skyrim's not primarily survival mode. Only certain types of people are interested in that. So why are they making it such a thing? Maybe it's the tanning rack we go to. Leather, miscellaneous, maybe. Oh, let's explore. We'll find out. Iron, leather, perhaps. Building materials. Okay, so how? This is the Wanderer's loot. There we go. So miscellaneous, Wanderer's loot, or a Bard's loot. We can make. What's the difference? What do you think the difference might be? Well, I'll make the Bard's loot first, and the Wanderer's loot we'll try a little bit later. See what it's like. Adrienne,
good pieces out here
I think I need some leather strips,
looking
my
to
dear.
protect yourself or deal some damage.
Leather strips. Can I have like 2 of them in case I want to make another one? At some point. I only have 1 loot, so I can only make 1 of these. Oh, maybe I can make 2 though. If it doesn't consume the loot, might happen. So Bard's loot.
Not bad.
It did consume the loot. But now we can wear our loot. So this is, remember, this is Become a Bard. This is Become a Bard. We haven't done anything with Ordinator yet. So now we can wear this. Okay. So as you can see, it looks a bit janky, doesn't it? It looks like I've got a loot hovering on my back. So what I've done is I've given myself options for how to make it look a little bit more less obviously weird, and that for me means is it this could be the tanning rack. Creating. Now you have all these options for creating. This is bandoliers, bags and pouches. There is a kind of a really cool one. Let's try it. So we can do this shoulder pad, which adds like a strap over your back, so it looks like it's holding onto the loot. This is the kind of crazy thing that is really important to me. So I need leather strips and assorted buckles. We'll grab all those.
I don't claim to be the best. Take a look.
I see how much I can afford. Can't afford very much of this, so I've got to be careful. Alright. We'll have to figure this out later. Let's not cheat and give ourselves gold, but we're going to try and, with bandoliers, bags and pouches, or potentially some other backpack mods, I'm going to make it look like my thing on my back is not so crazy. So let us see. The first thing we need to experiment with is to see how we're going to level as a bard. And I think the main way is we're just going to perform for the innkeepers. Again, become a bard. So, Hulda,
enjoy this work well enough, but
I'd
I'm
like
ready
to
retire.
work. I'd like to perform here.
Of course.
Can I play a song for your patrons? I'll play a song for this guy. Oh no, I've got some rivalry. To be expected. Let's try and drown him out with our songs. Right, let's try and do the main one. So, if you didn't realise already, a lot of this playthrough is going to be me playing music.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood,
so 0 speech.
steel, we will take back our
Let's
home.
see, once this song ends, we'll play it out to the end, see if we get some experience.
Ulfric, the killer of kings, on the day of your
Death you will drink and will sing. We'll drive
We're
out.
the children of
Shit.
Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when someone goes,
How could I not know the lyrics after hearing this so much?
Dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Okay, check skills. Oh, she's doing a bow up. What do you think? Thanks, guys. You see, it says Become a Bard says that it does level you up as you perform. But it hasn't there. It hasn't given me any speech.
What can I get you?
Maybe it has. It's so small it's hardly noticeable. I'm done for now. Maybe this is where I get some XP?
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Yeah, free room and a little bit of gold for your performance. It's nice. It's not there, is it? There's nothing there. And I'm not sure if I can do that straight away again afterwards. We'll keep trying that. And let's explore speech. So if I can't get the... What we could do... I want to try another one, you see. Let's try another one. Let's not assume.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. For the
age of aggression is now
nearly done.
I'm going to stop. I'll tell you what, I promise. I'll stop singing while she sings.
With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor, we drink and we
If it's
sing.
work you're looking for, Hulda's the one
We're
to
the
talk to.
children of Skyrim.
That's really, really...
And when someone guard back
That's not good when someone's performing. You're supposed to give them the stage. Don't just walk up to them and say, are you sure this line of work is what you want to be doing?
Of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Everyone, that's good. They all sort of register it. No bow this time. You know, I thought I'd gotten rid of the scar, but I kind of like the fact that she's got a scar. Okay. I am definitely not getting any skills for that, so... There's something that we can do that may make a difference. With Become a Bard, perhaps the vanilla skills that you get without having to go to the Bard's College where you can buy other songs don't work for leveling. So let's explore that.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying?
We need to be able to make money and... Well, I need to be able to make money and level in order to be able to do this. I mean, it's not too much of a problem. I can level by doing something else. I can level by grabbing items, selling them to merchants, just level that way. Or perhaps no, because Become a Bard doesn't require you to have access to the speech. Or maybe it does. Maybe you need to start the speech craft before it will allow you to level. Or it could be because I've got Ordinator installed, which changes the perk tree, so Become a Bard doesn't register the new perk tree, but it should really.
I can take you to any of the hold capital. Where do you want to go?
We are going to go to Solitude because I happen to know
Time and back, and
that
we'll
there
go
are
on.
many more songs available in Become a Bard
First time
than the
to
vanilla
Solitude?
ones. And also there's Radiant
Capital
Raiment.
Skyrim.
And I think what I might do is go and do a little bit of roleplay in there and see if I can steal some better clothes by talking to those snooty high elves. Bardina is a wood elf, so they won't like that I'm going in there in the first place. But if I can maybe distract them somehow, I might be able to steal a better outfit. Because I'll obviously make more money by look like, I don't know, hot wood elf chick.
Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not,
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's a plan. That's my plan. We are gonna have to. This is kind of a good little bit here. So it's night time. You've come to a new town. Got this thing going on. We're not gonna watch that.
Position.
Seen it all before.
Sorry, you need to go.
Hello, I'm Gisley,
Stay there and take
but
a
you
run.
can just call me Erica's sister.
Don't know what's going on here. Shall I? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play some songs while they for the audience while they're watching this terrible terrible travesty of justice happen. Here we go.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
By opening that
And
gate
the braggart
from
did
Ulfric,
swagger
you
and
betrayed
brandish
the
his
people of
blade as he
Sundering.
told of bold battles and gold he had
There
made.
was no murder.
I really wish her mouth would
Did
move.
Ragnar the Red when he met the shield maiden Matilda who said,
Such is our way. Such
"Oh,
is
you
the
talking,
ancient
you
custom of
lying,
Skyrim.
Gringal army, now I
And
think it's high time that you lie down and bleed."
Oh, don't! I hope you're booing for
And
the
so then
execution,
came
not
clashing
me.
and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more.
Oh, if I were editing, I would zoom in on his head at this point. Just as the song ends. Right, cue music. Alright, well we made that a little bit less traumatic with the background music, I feel. We've done our job. So night time as you come into Solitude, it's kind of cool, isn't it? You can perform and get a room. That's awesome. So can I perform for your clientele, please? What time is it? Wow, it's early in the morning.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever.
I'd like to perform here. Can I?
Of course.
Excellent. Excellent. We have one more to do, I think, of the vanilla ones. We've gone through those quickly. Let's do song 4.
Our hero claims a warrior.
This is just a vocal one.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes with a voice wielding.
I can't remember.
Of the ancient
I think his name is Bardus. I don't know why I think that.
Believe the dragonborn
I'm gonna check in a minute.
It's
You call
an end
Bardus
to
though.
the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
Why do I think you call Bardus? I don't know.
Beware, the dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
You know. Stop it.
You'll know the dragonborns come.
I like the little bow at the end there. A nice nightly lullaby for you guys.
Feel free to make requests.
Lilette, is this your sort of stomping ground? Am I stepping on your territory here? Probably. I finished.
Traitors, civil wars.
I'm done for now.
dragons. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Do I get an increase?
I'll show you to your
56
room.
gold. So it's gradually
This way.
going up, isn't it? I got an extra gold there. And now I can go upstairs with this guy. I'm assuming he's a nice chap that we don't have to worry about. Oh, how do I walk? I can't remember. I've been playing other games. I can't remember what I put my walk key on. Oh well, it doesn't matter, does it? Is that one? No, that's run. There we go. Look, I did that. Hold down R, push forward. Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you. I'm just a little peasant wood elf woman, but I have skills that may be useful to you. It's a toggle in flipping Skyrim. I forgot. So let's sleep for 7 hours. It's good. You can make your bread and butter. So, if any of you guys have suggestions for mods to add to the immersion of this game, you're free to post them in the comments. And I have looked at some that we could add. So you get a room at the Bard's College, changes to the Bard's questline, and so on. And I may very well add them at a later date. However, I don't want to add too many new mods that you're unfamiliar with straight away. I want to focus on Ordinator and become a Bard first. That makes sense to me. So, I'm going to see if I can buy this book from... I can't remember the guy's name, the main guy that you talk to when you go into the Bard's College to get access to some other songs. So many awesome musicians and stuff, singers and things have put their songs into Become a Bard, and definitely want to grab hold of those. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much gold. The Bard's College is kind of...
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few.
You'll accept me once you hear my beautiful
When possible,
singing voice.
We ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
And I know what it's going to be. It's going to be go and
Alicent
explore a
has forbidden
dungeon.
The burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim.
Yep, we'll go and get it for you.
Was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in.
According to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Red. I need you to retrieve the poem.
So in my research for doing this exploration in a bit more depth, this was one of the quests that, the first quest you get for the Bard's College, that I felt, well, that makes no sense if you're role-playing a bard, that you go and fight, because you can't use any of your bard skills in combat. It doesn't, you know, so you're basically a warrior who happens to be a bard. But with Ordinator, we can actually use some combat skills and go and do combat as a bard. So this kind of quest, where they ask you to go out, is not so unbelievable that you would ask the guy who's performing in the local bar to go and fight and stuff. So this guy sells the book that I need, the ammo, and he has all the instruments. And with Become a Bard, you don't just have to use the loot, you can use all these other instruments as well. The loot has the most options, however. So we've got all these books that we can potentially get hold of. I had forgotten, actually, when I did this. Obviously I was kind of giving myself gold just to explore, so I bought all the books, but we're going to have to save up for all these different songs. The one that I found the most amusing, because I'm such a big child, is the chicken dance. And we'll explore the Bard's questline at some point and what's going on. We might do the vanilla Bard stuff. But we want to have a search around here and see if we can get some other instruments. Just explore. I'll just have a look around your college, see if I want to come and apply here. Okay, yeah. It's like prospectus day at university. You just go and check it out. Is this the kind of place I want to be? Let's close the door. You can't check out prospective places to learn and without, you know, having privacy to kind of rifle through everyone's stuff. Sorry.
Have you performed your voice exercises today?
Yes, I've been.
Yes, madam.
Oh, she's not
I know I
talking.
have a lot to work on.
Yes.
Right, we're gonna grab.
See that you keep at it.
We've got a drum. Look, you got to do this stuff to make your way in this world. You do have to bend some rules occasionally. If it's in a good cause, why the heck not? So there's another loot. We were looking for a loot. Got a flute as well. Flute, lute, drum. What else is there? There may be a trumpet. Trumpet? You might have at least told me you had a trumpet. So we could play the drum now that we've got access to those things. Play flute. What options do I get? Well, we'll see. We'll see in a moment. Do I need to learn the Songbooks of Skyrim? Those are the vanilla ones. Where did that book go that I just bought? The chicken dance. It was ridiculous. Let's learn it. Oh, forget the songs in the songbook? No. Don't want to do that. We want to learn the chicken dance. Learn the songs. Right, so we've got access to that. Let's go and try playing the chicken dance in the inn. and see if we get some experience, because this is a custom added song. I would really like it if I could just level through doing this performance stuff and not have to do the speechcraft. That's okay. We've already established that the character is a little bit of a... She has some light fingers, as it were. So she's going to do whatever it takes to get some skill up by bartering stolen items. Mind you, if we have to do that, we might have to go to Riftany, because we can't sell stolen items to just anyone until we get some more skills in speechcraft. There is an option to sell stolen items to anyone. I'd like to perform again.
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
I know you. I've heard this before. You're very hilarious,
They were
man.
smaller back then.
So I've never sort of the thing with PC.
Of course.
PC, the menu on PC. It's so weird. Perform at the winking scheme. Yes, I know there are mods that will sort it for me. Right. So, first thing we're going to try. Let's do the flute. There are 6 potential flute songs that we can play, but I don't want to waste this performance. He's registered that we're performing, so let's do the chicken dance and see how this plays out. Play the chicken dance. Imagine if you came in expecting a nice sort of evenings or midday entertainment with your lunch and some idiot started playing this in the background. It'd be crazy. I'm just going to let this play out. Bum, 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 bum. I think it gets faster and faster and faster as you go. A lot longer than the main songs. Look at this guy. He's just... What the hell is this? This is not what I paid for. Look at Lisette as well. Just looking on enviously, trying not to make eye contact, but you know what she's thinking. Yeah. Okay, we're done. I don't think it deserves that. I don't think it really don't. Oh God, look at the amount of skill. It is going up, but so slowly. That's painful. That is painful. You see? Shit. Goodness me.
Seems there's always more to be done.
If you need a good rumor.
Corpulus
Welcome
Vinius.
to the winking skeever, friend.
I'm done for now, sir.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room.
26 this time.
Good evening.
Well,
I'm
I said
Panthea 18,
what I was
the
going to
master
do was
vocalist.
going to be to try and get some better clothes. So let's do this time. See if we can see if there's anything in the This is like in Beverly Hills. We're walking into a really posh clothes store.
Let me know if you see
Being
anything
the
you like.
I will do. She was nicer than I thought she would be. Hello, can I come into your store? I'm a dirty wood elf.
Oh, what delight. Another charming customer.
I'm not sure she's
Finally.
I'm not sure she's 100% sincere there. I've never seen this guy behind the bar before.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
It could be because I've got immersive citizens installed. I didn't think I'd put that on this time, but maybe I have.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister.
I don't suppose
Everyone does.
I don't suppose I can go into your... Look, this woman just keeps such a close eye on you. Really hard to... Nah, there's 3 people in here. I don't know how I would potentially... Oh, how beautiful.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world.
I would spend money here, but I'm not sure
Have you
I want
met my
to
dear
today.
brother Erica?
It's a
The
personal
man's
choice. It's not the fact that I don't have any
Try
money.
Everything to help you.
Bad-
I don't mind.
Bad day?
It is when my customers waste time chatting and not buying.
God, they're so stereotyped, these high elves. So it's all true, is it? All the rumours are true. You are all a-holes. You get a lot of business like that.
Radiant Raiment has the finest attire in all of Skyrim. That is how we get business.
So my plan is to roleplay a little
Thank the
bit with this
gods for the
character
end
as
of
I
yet
go.
another pointless conversation.
Quickly, if you please. I'm quite busy running errands.
So is Erica
Yes,
your brother?
my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's Court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
That doesn't sound like a good attitude.
Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you.
Well, I
if
am
nothing
one.
else.
Just be happy
If you're looking for
with your
truth
lot in
instead,
life.
see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. Yes, my older brother.
I've heard that.
And the person you probably want to be speaking
So
to
how
right
do
now.
I...
Oh, what delight.
How do I get the
Another
quest
charming
Speak
to...
again later.
Finally.
I can't remember how to get the quest to try and get the woman, the Jarl, to wear some of this person's clothes.
I can help with purchases, but if you've come to talk, see my sister.
Because I think you get like
She's the one who gets
500
on
gold
to
for
you.
that.
It's her one virtue, really.
Look, you see, she's not, she's shit. she's too ready. She's too on the ball, on the, she's watching. She knows what people will be up to. This guy looks a bit shady. Can I sell things to you?
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
Well, I can't get very much experience. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us, we're very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
Oh dear. Falling in with the wrong crowd. But it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? If you can't get a good living from playing your music, which many musicians find it hard to do. What are your options? I'm no thief. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I knew
Can't believe
you
I'm
looked
listening,
like a
but I
clever
am.
one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground.
Do you want me to put that? Do you want me to kill people?
What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
Okay, lights out. We could do that. But it's very kind of
If we spoke little until
extreme, isn't it? I thought he was just going to ask me to go into someone's house and maybe steal a cup, not murder a bunch of sailors. Could be a little bit too much. Also, okay, so we need to figure out how we're going to do this. If I could just get the first level of Speechcraft through selling stuff, that'd be good. Let's see what she says in bits and pieces. Hello, Seema.
You know, you've got a certain...
Trinkets, odds and ends.
Do I have
sort of
anything that I can sell at the moment? Let's see what gear I've got. I could sell my wine because I'm not a big drinker. My amethyst I could sell. I'll keep some food just to make me feel like I'm, you know. Letter from Lurbuck. Who that is. Sell my silver ring. And tomato and wine. Letter from Lurbuck. Let's have a read of it.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
This is to do with Bard's thing, I think. So, it's been a while since we made the tavern circuit in Cyrodiil together. I heard you're planning to come to Skyrim. My advice, don't. The coin you can earn from the taverns in Skyrim is nothing compared to Cyrodiil. I'm just scraping by playing at the Nightgate Inn. At least it's a chance to build up my reputation with the locals. So that maybe I can finally get in with that group that hangs out at the Bard's College in Solitude. I know you'll ignore my advice. You're probably even in Skyrim already. Yes, I am at the capital in Skyrim. So I'll just wish you luck. I know you like to travel light. So if you didn't bring an instrument, the guy at the Bard's College sells them. Don't forget to use that trick I showed you. Take a regular loot and a leather strap to the forge. Make a loot you can wear on your back. Okay, so from that buying and selling, I got nearly halfway up. So, as much as I hate to do this, I might have to go and do a little bit. We're going to take the game off legendary for sure. Let's go to expert, not make it completely useless. But at this point, we're going to get our skills in place. What powers do we have? Restoration, healing. Got destruction because everyone gets that. Play flute. Let's try playing a flute before we go out fighting everything. Because I think I might have to, just to get some skills or whatever. No, I can't. I can't do it with fighting, but I can kill some stuff and get potentially money or something. I'm not exactly sure 100%. But Iron Sword, healing, and flames are number 2. I'm going to tell you what the other thing is. Apparel, Bard's Loot. I'm going to put that on number 7.
What is it, Elf?
Let's see if we can play just one more song before we decide to go and start looking for items to sell, and see
we all know and love.
And see if playing a drum or playing a lute gets us a little bit more money. Or I'd like to.
Well, as it turns out,
God's sake,
they were smaller back then.
I need to figure this out. Pretend it's a controller. I'd like to perform here. Yes,
of course.
Shut up, Lisette. Make way for the amazement. Don't think we can wear the drum and stuff. It's the lute is the only thing we can wear. But we can play the drum now if we put those skills on our hotbar. So play drum, play flute, play lute. Okay. Hotkeys. I'm not going to hotkey them, but I've got them here ready now. So let's try playing the flute and see if we get any more experience or any more gold for playing a different instrument. Speech, you're halfway up. Let's go. Flute song, 4. Yes, I'm multi... Right, settings, gameplay. Just turn the sound down. Play songs. We go. That is something that's added with the mod as well, I think, player songs. I'm not sure. No, it's not, is it? Who knows? This is just with 2 mods installed as well. You know, you get confused. So that's why I'm not adding too many at the start. Da, 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 da. I'm going to become the most famous battling bard in Skyrim. It's going to happen. But it might take a little bit of workaround to get it going. Collect pay from Corpulus Villius. Thank you for your warm reception. Yeah, it's barely moved. Barely moved.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Traders, civil wars, dragons.
I want my pay.
Those troubles don't cross my doorway, so sit, relax.
Done. Done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay, well we're getting some gold anyway. Not too badly off. Alright, so that's the first episode of this. It's just, like I say, I like to play longhand, I like to roleplay, I like to explore the Marauds gradually as we go. So, I'll see you in the next episode. Do like and share the video if you get a chance. That's always nice and lets me know, gauge people's interest levels and whether they're enjoying this type of thing. The next episode will be up in a couple of days, and I will see you in the next one. I have been Napyet. Bye, 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 bye.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I need to level up. Sir? Right.
No, no, no. No, no.